Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Long was 1975. A YouTuber's on the rise. Reviewing games late at night and sometimes friends. But Long Boys Bros 1975.
This is Back to the Future Part 2 on the Atari ST, released by ImageWorks in 1990. Yeah, we're going to do this. Right, this was released on the Amiga, the Atari... I give it points to that. It's not the smoothest of things, but do you know what? They tried something with the presentation of this game, and the music for the Atari ST is not too bad either. Anyway, 1990, released on the Amiga, the Atari ST. Can't get the Amiga version to work on my A500 Mini, so that's why I'm playing this on my Super Console X. Yeah, there's a version on the Spectrum which I have a gameplay of. It's awful. There's a version on the Commodore 64 and Amstrad. I have a gameplay of the Commodore 64 where I show you all the levels. Spoilers, they're all shit. The game is awful. The Amstrad version, it's not on this console, and nor is the original game on this console, so that's a little bit annoying. And there's a Master System version which I have a gameplay of. Now, whichever machine you play it on, it's still essentially a port of the same game. You have a level where you are on the hoverboard, which you would, you know, bloody Coco. It's Back to the Future 2, obviously. You know, one of the most iconic parts about it is the future and the hoverboard. Then there's a side-scrolling beat 'em up, because that's what you want from a Back to the Future game, where you're in alternative 1985. Then you're young Jennifer in old Jennifer and Marty's house, which I could never work out what the hell you do. Then there's a slidey puzzle of the bit where Marty is playing Johnny B. Good in, when he goes back to 1985. And yeah, I mean, slidey puzzles are fun and shit, you know, splitting images, I'm looking at you, or split personalities I should say, but not when it's moving and not in a Back to the Future game. So this generally got crap reviews on absolutely everything, and it is balls-horrifically hard. This is hacked, so it doesn't have a level select, but it does let me have infinite lives, so I've got to have a gameplay of it, and just get it out of my system. I'm also going to have to play Back to the Future Part 3, because that's also in the Atari ST section on this box, because I love Back to the Future. As you know, Back to the Future is the greatest movie ever made in the history of the world. And then in the trilogy, 1 is the best, then it's 3, then it's 2. As a kid you think it's 1, 2, 3, but you're wrong, because you're a kid. Go back to it as an adult and you'll agree with me, it's 1 and 3 then 2. Anyway, but yeah, gotta, you know, check it out, and put it in my Back to the Future playlist. Anyway, let's get into it. I've got a nagging memory. Wasn't the hoverboard stage a demo on one of the magazines back in the day? Maybe a Spectrum one, or did I only dream that? Fire. Right, it really is trying to give you the movie presentation, isn't it? See, Back to the Future copyright, starring you, is Marty McFly, Dr. Emmett Brown and Jennifer, because we all wanted to play as Jennifer, didn't we? Right, this has got awful loading times, so I will be editing them out, and I generally have not played this. I mean, I know what to expect from level 1, and I can imagine that this plays a lot like the Master System version, or looks more like that, where I can only get roughly, I don't know, a third into it when you start going up. It's just hard. Right, fire. Right. Oh yeah, it's got glitches apparently going on. Look, that's Marty's eyes. Anyway, you gotta come back with me. Where? Back to the Future. Oh, you know what? Points for doing this. Speech would have been, you know, good and shit like that. But, you know, presentation. Right. Bottom right hand corner of the screen. Energy and lives. The energy is the bar that's ticking down immediately. That's Griff, obviously. And then... Right, forward and fire is punch. Yeah, so underneath those hearts, that's my lives. We're on a hoverboard. Everyone else is on a hoverboard. Oh, car. Click that. Don't know what it does. Next to, or in between, you know, the time circuits, I guess, which is, there's time level. Pepsi. There is, obviously, it's letting you know what game you're playing. Right, your board controls like pants. And it controls like pants on every version, but yeah. Right, so hold fire, jump. Hold fire backwards, go backwards. Don't hit the car. Right, at least the cars look like the movie. I'll give it that. Oh, go in water, because... Hey, you bozo! Hoverboards don't work on water. Yeah, so obviously that takes your life. You can punch people. There are little robots, droids in the middle of the road. There's the bird who grabs you by the scrotes. Plutonium, because why not? It's just too hard. Yeah, the cars, they've paid attention. I like that. The game is awful, but they have, what's that? Shoes? I have a replica of the hoverboard, and I have a replica of his shoes, by the way. And you have to charge them up with a USB-C, so they light up. No, they don't power lace. There's the Cafe 80s, where it's always morning in America, even in the afternoon. This just controls like shit. It doesn't look particularly good. It looks better than the Amiga version. Forward and fire, and you just take damage from everything. Right, what is that? I don't know, but the water took my health. I don't know what the pee did. Oh, that took my energy back up. Why not the Pepsi? That's the only thing I don't have. Prop-wise, the Pepsi bottle, which is basically just a different lid in it. They came out for a bit, but you just couldn't get them in this country. Not fair. I have the paper from 2015. It's framed somewhere. Well, it's framed on a wall. I know where it is. Fuck! Now, the thing is, not only is it brutally unfair with how much damage you take, how easily, from everyone, it doesn't help that the controls are shite. I need that power. The car, don't touch a car. Obviously they come from behind. Because of course they do. Yeah, on the Spectrum, why won't you move? I could get halfway through the level. Right. Can't punch backwards, which is annoying. But wait, why have you put something in the water? What even fucking killed me? How do you fuck up something this badly? Well, a couple of reasons. It's on the micros back in the day, so either they had a really, really short development time, or B, they simply didn't fucking care because they knew the power of the license. Right. Could have made a Huey Lewis pun there. I didn't. Oh wait, you can get on the back of the car. I didn't know you could do that. He doesn't do it in Back to the Future 2 though, that's why. I mean, alright, he grabs like a water skiing cord. Hey, that dude's Bruce Campbell. You know how I can describe it. You just hit a bird, mate. Seriously, that's bad karma. But yeah, so you grab the back of a car. Why is there a remote control car? I don't need money to ride this train. See what I did there? I need health. Do we need the plutonium? I mean, why would we need the plutonium? We've got a Mr. Fusion. If I don't get that, it won't let me go forward. Right, so I'm pressing forwards and I'm going forwards. Pressing backwards, go backwards. Then every now and then, for no reason, because there's other people on the screen, it just decides that your controls aren't going to do what you want them to do anymore. And to be fair, that's every single version. I don't have the instructions, so I don't know if they explain it. But I just think it's shit programming. Because coincidence that it does it on every single version? I don't know. Probably. Don't go in the water. Pepsi says points. And what's the S? And if I'm floating, why does a remote control car even hurt me? It should be under me. That's the almanac. I have an actual full almanac with all the stats inside. Can't punch backwards, which is a massive deal breaker. Don't even know what that is. I want the power. Right. Thank you. Oh, that's Doc. Oh yeah, we all remember the bit where there's earthquakes in the movie, don't we? And the manhole. You're just fucking lazy, people. P. And this angle's even worse than the other angle. We're going to go left in a minute, aren't we? I'm not saying it could have been amazing. I'm just saying you should have made some effort. You've made none, basically. Look, now it's just doing whatever. I don't want that because I'm trying to press left or right. Police car's accurate to the movie. And it's just doing what it wants to do. I mean, alright, obviously you had to do a hoverboard level. Right, don't put me all the way back to the... Oh, we got checkpoints. I want to see if I get it. Doc gives you a boost. Because obviously you're going to try and hit Doc, aren't you? Because you knew that it was going to give you a boost. Does it start me with fuck all power? But yeah, obviously you had to do a hoverboard level. But the most iconic part of the movie, and it's awful. You just done fucked it up. What does that even do? Oh, why are there no good Back to the Future games, apart from Telltale games? Which aren't perfect. I have them on the Xbox One and on the Wii. I didn't have a 360 when it was out on the 360. What even is that? I need health. An old man with a cane can catch me up on a hoverboard. Because of course he can. Right. Punching is new! You can't even hit people, look. Oh, I could hit that kid. I probably... No, go back! Oh wow, it let me get it. Oh wow, she flies into you while you're punching forward, apparently. Yeah, it hits her. Which isn't cricket, because you shouldn't hit birds. I don't want that because there's a puddle there, and we all know how puddles completely fuck me over. Pepsi? Right, I'm walking here. See, because it's a sidewalk crossing. Oi! It's just too brutal and unforgiving, but the problem is it's not that it's too brutal and it's unforgiving, it's that the controls are absolute shizen. Come on. I have energy. Hey! If I make it to the next level, I don't even care. Because this, as crap as it is probably the highlight of all the levels. Like I said, had to play it, it's Back to the Future, but this whole game is a fucking train wreck of a license of a fantastic movie that literally, to make a game of, just writes itself. Text go. Gotta get that sweet, sweet ad fucking dollar, haven't we? Right, what is that? Here's an idea, machines. Instead of trying to hit me and kill me, why don't you just do your fucking job and pick up the trash? Ooh. So disappointed. So disappointed. But the thing is, if you think this is terrible, well, obviously, if you tuned into this, you know how bad it is. But then, Back to the Future Part 3, I mean, that is just relentless. I mean, at least they're consistent in how difficult they make their games, but that is just absolutely balls-horrifically hard. And basically memorization game, because that's fun, isn't it? Yep. Right. I think this is probably actually shit. No, it is shit, I can confirm that. More forgiving than in the mouse system and the Spectrum. See, I can't stay at the back of the screen as much as I want to move slowly, because the car's just going to come and kill me, because of course it is. Right. Why would you have a push bike in the future when you can have a hoverboard? Just saying. Oh, for fuck's sake. I just want to get past that red car. I'm going to stay here. Look. And then you realise you got time. Yoink. In fact, don't shake your hands at me, dog. Do something. Fly into them all in the time machine. Right. There's that car. Oh. I don't think you can even hit Biff. I think Griff. I think you just got to avoid him. Which is not going to happen. Look at him. No, because yeah. Why would you be able to avoid Griff? Oh. I can't take any more of this. And I got to play Back to the Future 3 next. But Back to the Future Part 2. It's basically a collection of completely unrelated games, very loosely tied into the movie, all of which look like shit and play like absolute fucking shit. And worst of all, it being an incredibly wasted movie license, is this, which is, it's a hoverboard game. It should have been incredibly fun, and they just fucked it up. Or maybe they looked at Back to the Future on the NES and just went, hey, that looks like a good idea. We'll do something similar to that, you know, just side-scrolling. Oh, look, we're still going. I don't even know how I got there. I don't know if I want to go any further. Yoink. So, yeah, Back to the Future Part 2 on the Atari ST. It's as shit as... Wait, what even happened there? All the other versions. Like, they're all terrible. It just looks better, but at the same time it still looks fucking terrible. Anyway, it's always, I love to know what you think, especially if you played this back in the day on, am I just going around the block on any of the versions, and how incredibly disappointed were you? Because like me, you were probably a massive fan of the movies. See, this time we didn't even, more so the first one anyway. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, tolerating, persevering, because this is horrible. And I'll see you later.